Hey y'all, and welcome to the video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for joining me today for a really massive declutter. At least that's what I'm aiming for. That's my goal, because 2020, as you guys know, has been a rough year, and it is the year, I think, of realizing things. You know, a Kylie Jenner quote moment, and there's so much makeup that I just have not even cared to use whatsoever, like, this whole year. So if like there's stuff that I just know I'm not going to use, then I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to do like a big deep declutter series starting with my eyeshadow palettes. This is going to be like my end of the year eyeshadow palette video. I did one the beginning of the year, 6 months, and now here's my end of the year, so you can see, you know, what I had at the beginning, what I had gotten rid of in the middle, and here we are again, which there's still so many palettes in between that you guys don't even know about that I've had and that I've just gotten rid of, unless you like follow me on Poshmark, which is where I sell my stuff. So almost everything that you see decluttered is going to go on my Poshmark, and we're going to be as serious as possible with this one. We have so many palettes, I don't even know. I don't feel like counting them. I just organized my drawers yesterday in my Vlogmas, if you guys didn't see. Yeah, so we're going to go through these two drawers and we're going to seriously declutter. Yeah, I'm going to put my decluttered ones in this confetti collection box here, and then yeah, so I'll have my Poshmark linked below. If you want to sign up, if you are not a member for Poshmark, you can use my referral, CONNORKRYSTYN, and get a $10 credit to shop any closet. It doesn't have to be mine. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do enjoy these types of videos, then please give this video a thumbs up. I haven't done a huge actual like massive decluttering series since this time last year, so it's time to do it again. Also, if you would do me the honor and hit the subscribe button, it would melt my heart, because I have noticed in my analytics that over half of my viewers are not subscribed. So if you're already viewing, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get into the declutter. First palette on the list, Lunar Beauty's Life's a Drag. This one's staying. Like, I cannot get rid of this one. And the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. This one is also stunning. Could never get rid of her. Okie dokie. And then we have the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. Now this one is phenomenal. I love this palette to no end. Cannot get rid of. You guys are probably like, Jesus Christ, you're not getting rid of anything. Now some of this stuff has been on my Poshmark before and I took it off, but we're just going to re-declutter it again. Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This one I don't really care about as much. It kind of reminds me of the Jackie Aina palette, but more expensive. I don't know. I don't see myself using it as much as I would have liked to. So yes, this one is going to be decluttered, and that's a $65 palette. That's insane. Okay, next up, the Stila After Hours eyeshadow palette. I adore this palette to no end. Definitely keeping it, so don't even try me. Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. You guys already know this was my first like bougie eyeshadow palette. Oh, and I even have a shade coming out. Uh-oh. I'm going to actually just declutter it. Like, I do not need it in my collection because, like, you know, this is like expired. I got this in 2015, so I'm just gonna toss it. Sorry, rest in peace. Okay, so here we have the Lorac Pro. This is the third palette. I actually bought this from Porcelain. She's a YouTuber if you don't know. I love this. This is one of my favorites. So good. Here it has here's two palettes from Lorac that I've had several times on my Poshmark and taken off. Lorac Pro #1. I just get so uninspired when I look at it, but the formula is so nice, but like I don't need it, so I'm gonna declutter it and hopefully never take it off my Poshmark again, so somebody buy it. Lorac Pro #4. Love this one. This one's actually really pretty, but again, I just don't see myself ever. Do I want to keep this palette? No, I don't need it. Like, I don't need it. Okay, I don't ever use it. Okay, Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I used it once. I thought it was actually really nice, but like, again, I don't need it. I just don't ever grab it. I really wanted this palette too, but like, I just don't use it. But it's so pretty and it smells good, but we're gonna declutter it. Okay, now we're gonna get into some ABH palettes, which unfortunately a few I think have to go. So we have the Riviera palette. I actually adore this palette so much. I don't know if I need to keep it, but I really do like the shades in here. Like, these shades over here are really pretty, so maybe I do need it. Just kidding, I lied. Soft Glam palette. Very gorgeous. Love this palette. Not getting rid of it. Here we have the Carly Bible palette. A lot of people hate this palette, but I absolutely love this palette. I've used the absolute heck out of it. Not getting rid of it. Here we have the ABH Jackie Aina palette. You guys are gonna kill me, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I just don't use it enough. And like these shades I love, but I have the like same thing in other palettes. And this is the only shade I would keep it for, which is Sponsored. It's so freaking pretty, but I don't need it, guys. Goodbye. Sorry. And then I have the Ciate London Editor palette that I got in BoxyCharm. Yeah, BoxyCharm. I never used it. I think I might have swatched it. No, I didn't swatch it. So I'm going to get rid of it, like, because I don't need it. So bye-bye, honey. Here we have a palette from Lovecraft Beauty. It's actually really, really pretty, but I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to give this to my niece, actually, because I know she's going to really love it. Here we have a palette from Complex Culture that I just got. I'm actually gonna do a video on this soon, so yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. Then I have the Kylie, I think it's like the Under the Sea palette. I don't really know. I don't think it has the name on here, but I love this palette so much. It's one of my favorite palettes, probably one of my most used palettes of 2020, surprisingly. I love this palette. Here we have Violet Voss Essentials 2 palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think it was. I don't need it, honestly. So I haven't even like touched it. So yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one. I hope this video is not boring. Let me know if this video is boring you. Just showing you my eyeshadow, because like this is gonna be a long one, you guys. It's gonna be a long one. I don't think I'm gonna like edit anything out. Here we have another Violet Voss. This is Sparkling Cherry Limeade palette. I've actually used this one a lot, and I really like this. Like, these are pretty bright, like for real, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have the Violet Voss Creme Brulee palette. I don't need this palette either. It's just another neutral palette, but I have so many that I just want, like, you know, the ones that I already have. Woo, I almost dropped it. That would have been a disaster. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Poshmark, here you go. And then we have this other little Violet Voss palette that I got from Ipsy. I actually really want to keep it for this pop of coral shade here. It's actually really pretty. And I'm gonna probably do a video on this too. Here I have the Illuminati X ISA palette. It's actually really, really cute, but I know I don't need it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I got it in a BoxyCharm. And then we have something else that's probably expired. I got this as a birthday gift in 2017 from my sister, but I still didn't know how to use eyeshadow so at the time, so it's definitely like expired, I'm sure. And I use this shade the most for like my brows, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Not going on Poshmark. This I just got in Ipsy. I'm actually really, really excited about this. I'm gonna do a video on it as well. Their shadows are so, so good. So definitely keeping that. Ofra, you guys, somebody asked me what shadow I was wearing in my Vlogmas, or no, it was my Ipsy video I just did. I was wearing this gold shade over a shadow stick. Love it so much. And then we have the Nubian by Juvia's Place. Definitely one of my favorite neutral palettes. But I have to say, over time, since I've had this, I bought this last year, the quality has really just kind of gone downhill. I don't know if it's like over time the quality stops performing so well, which I know happens with palettes, but also not really. But this, I feel like the quality's not as good anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm just gonna like pass it along to a family member. Here I have the Nomad by Juvia's Place. This one I love. I used this one several times this year. Totally keeping. The Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place, I haven't touched. Never touched it. I've had it for a while. I like the color story. I like looking at it, but I don't want to use it. Plus I have this shade that I'm really attracted to in my Stila After Hours pillow palette, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Haven't even used it. Then we have the Deuce by Juvia's Place. This one's actually really freaking gorgeous. I used it twice this year. I really like this pink shade, but I don't need it. I really don't, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This palette here, the Lorac Pro Mega 4 palette, is so beautiful, but like, I don't know. I look at it and I'm just like, I don't need it. This is something I've had on my Poshmark before, but I don't know. I look at it and I'm uninspired with all of the shades here, so it's whatever. Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette is probably one of my favorite palettes. I have to say, it is kind of patchy. A lot of people will fight me on that, but anytime I've really used it, it's kind of been a patchy mess. But then again, you know, I'm not good with like bright colors. And then we have the Jeffree Star Cremated palette, which happens to be one of my favorite palettes. not gonna lie, I love the gray tones. They're really, really pretty, so definitely keeping that. And you guys know I've decluttered and sold so many Jeffree Star palettes. Here I have Jaclyn Hill's Volume 2 palette. This one is definitely a pretty palette. I haven't gotten so much use out of it, but it's still really nice and I want to continue using it. Then I have the OG original Jaclyn Hill palette from the very first launch. Used and abused. Love it. Never getting rid of it. Plus the formula changed. It's not even the same great formula, and the old 2017 formula still rocks pretty freaking hard. So here we have the last drawer down here. Let's go through these palettes here. These are what I keep on my desk behind me. This is the ColourPop Hocus Pocus palette. It actually came broken and I gave my not broken ones away as a giveaway. Love this palette. Not getting rid of it. Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. This is so pretty. First time I used this, I literally had a problem. It was like the formula is so different than anything else I've ever tried. So like I messed up the first time using it, but when I figured out how to like handle the formula, this is like a dream. Natasha Denona Glam palette. You guys, I love this palette to no freaking end. It's the best palette I've ever owned in my entire life. I'm not even kidding. I have a video on it if you want to go check it out. Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I love this palette. I actually got rid of my ABH what's it called, Renaissance palette over this one because they're both like the same. I love this one. I would never probably get rid of this one. ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. This is such a beautiful cool tone palette. I adore it. I love it so much. Never getting rid of it. ColourPop Blue Moon palette. Oh, I burped, sorry. This is something that I like to have just in case I want to pop a blue. I know I have some like pops of blue in like my other palettes, but I like those. California Love palette. This is such a gorgeous palette. Never gonna get rid of it. I love the glitter shade in there. The Gimme Butterflies palette from ColourPop is broken. I've never actually used it, but I'm still gonna keep it because I really like the colors in here. And then this one, I loved this palette so much from Makeup Revolution, the Soph X Extra Spice palette. She's a YouTuber. I used the heck out of this palette. Oh, it doesn't even look like it, but I really have. But this one is so like old now. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I have this ColourPop. No, this is not ColourPop. Space Case Cosmetics quad that I haven't touched. I don't need it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Here I have the Jeffree Star Money Hungry Blood Bunny palette. I love this freaking palette. Like I loved the Pumpkin Spice Too Faced palette and I got rid of it because I was just like, you know, I don't need it. And then I got like really bad, what is it called where you miss something that you got rid of? I don't remember the name for it because of the green tones in there, but I got those same green tones in here, so now I'm like not sad that I got rid of that palette. I did a video on this. I did 7 looks. Oh my god, I love it. Here I have the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Such a gorgeous palette. Now we're gonna go for some mini palettes. Here's the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I've only had now 4 of these in my life and I still have yet to touch. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Peace out, Sonara. And then I have the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette here. It's green, never even used it, gotta go. The Pastels palette from Huda Beauty. I actually love this palette. Keeping. The Nude Light palette from Huda Beauty. Absolutely a dream. Keeping it. Then we have the Pastels Rose palette from Huda Beauty. Love. And then we have the Neon, which I did kind of like, and then I like took it off my Poshmark because I put it on there, but now I'm like I want it back, so I'm not getting rid of it. We have this ABH Norvina Collection pigment palette here. It's actually really pretty. Gonna keep it. I did put it on my Poshmark once and I regretted it. Same with this one. Definitely keeping it. Then I have this mini gold Natasha Denona palette. Do I even really need this? Not really. Do I want to keep it? Do I want to keep it? I'll keep it, whatever. And then I have the Natasha Denona Peak palette that we got in BoxyCharm. It wasn't that great, but it was okay. Then I have a bunch of these Charlotte Tilbury ones that I got in a mystery box. I got 2 mystery boxes and these came in there, so I'm going to keep them all. I'm just going to show you really quick. Here's another one. If you want to see my Charlotte Tilbury mystery boxes, I will have them linked below. I'm just trying to show you these really quick. So cute. Then I have these 2 palettes that came in a set from Kylie Cosmetics. I actually did a video on it with 4 looks. I just haven't edited and uploaded it yet. But these are actually so pretty. Don't sleep on them. And then I have this Illuminati quad from a Ipsy that I don't want. So I'm going to give that to a family member. And that is all of my eyeshadow palette. So if you enjoyed, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Here is all of my decluttered items. I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I think 20 palettes unless I missed one or two, but I'm pretty happy about the results. So let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Sorry I didn't really edit this video, but you know, it's a declutter. I just wanted to show you my makeup. Let's chat. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on any of these products. Have you ever tried any of these palettes before? What's your favorite? Let me know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!